Now we will discuss about various types of polarization. Okay, polarization can be divided into four types. What is the first one is electronic polarization. Okay, and next one is ionic polarization. Third one, orientational polarization or orientation polarization. Both are same. Fourth one, space charge polarization. Okay. Now we will discuss first electronic polarization. Okay. What is electronic polarization? In our previous class, we discussed about polar and non-polar atoms. Okay. What is polar? There is a separation between positive and negative charges in polar molecules. Are clear? Okay, in polar. But in the case of non-polar molecules, the positive charge as well as negative charge are coincide. Okay, this is non-polar molecules or atoms. Okay, now electronic polarization will be in non-polar molecules. Will be in non-polar molecules. So electronic polarization should be occurs in non-polar molecules. Okay. In polar molecules, ionic polarization or orientational polarization. Ionic polarization or orientational polarization. Okay. Now, what is atom and how can you represent an atom? How can you represent an atom with symbolic representation? Okay. Let us assume atom can be represented as Z. Okay. And atomic number, let us assume A, and atomic mass, let it be P. In the suffix small a indicates atomic number. In the superscript small b indicates what? Atomic mass. Okay. Sometimes B can be written left hand side of the representation, whether it may be right or left, but should be in superscript. Okay. This is the atomic number and this is the atomic mass. Now what is the atomic number and what is the atomic mass? Atomic number indicates the charge, whether it may be positive charge or whether it may be negative charge. But the atomic number A represents only positive charges, that is number of protons present in this atom. Okay. Suppose aluminum. What is the atomic number? Aluminum 13. This is 26. Okay. Aluminum have 13 protons. 13 protons. Protons is indicated with positive charge. Okay, and positive charge. This is the positive charge. Okay, this indicates that same number of electrons is also revolving around that nucleus. What is the nucleus? Nucleus means the combination of number of protons and a number of neutrons is called nucleus. Both are is called nucleus. Okay, now proton number is same as electron number, but both are in opposite signs. Proton number is indicated with positive charge, electron sign is indicated with negative sign. So there is a balancing of charges in a particular atom. Okay, this indicates that atom is in neutral condition. That atom is in neutral condition. Okay, so if n number of protons is there, at the same time there is also exist n number of electrons. Okay, are you understood? Yeah. Do you have any doubts? Okay. See, okay, suppose a positive charge is separated at a distance. This is the negative charge. Okay, positive charges and negative charges are separated at some distance. Okay, that distance is smaller. So there is a force existed between positive and negative charges. What is that force? Coulombic attractive force or Coulombian attractive force. Okay, that Coulomb attractive force is existed between two opposite charges. Okay, suppose at the same time there is also repulsive Coulomb attractive force. When if the charges are same, that is sign is same. Okay, now what is the Coulomb attractive force? You may be right, this may be a C or it may be F. Sometimes it may be written as FC. FC means Coulombic attractive force. Okay, that can be written as the product of magnitude of two charges Q1 and Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 1 by r square. This is the relation of Coulombic attractive force. Okay, we should keep it in your minds because of these topics are useful in electronic polarization. Okay, in electron polarization we have to apply Coulombic attractive force, and there is a relation of total number of atoms, and that can be indicated as a total charge. Okay, that is necessary to learn. So I am saying about these things. Are clearly understood? What are the, we should recollect once again. If the number of protons present in a nucleus is equal to number of electrons is revolving around the nucleus. Okay, that should be seen. And next, what is the next point? Coulombic attractive force. Okay, attractive means if the signs are opposite. Okay, that Coulombic attractive force can be written as the product of magnitude of two charges Q1 and Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 1 by r square. Here r is the radius. Here r is the distance between two charges. Are clear? Okay. Now, next. I will show you a video. Electric force. Okay. This is very, very important in electronic polarization. I will skip.
It is.
Sorry, a small disturbance is there. It's not playing. Okay, I will open it in another. Yeah. You should wait one minute. It will open.
See, it's invisible. And to figure out where it is, we're going to use a positive test charge. We're going to put a positive charge there, and we're just going to simply let it go, and I'll mark its original location. Watch what happens. Well, it's accelerating away. That means it must be experiencing a net force, and we call that an electric force that's being created by a charge inside this field. So let's move that test charge somewhere else. You can see it.
See, this is the positive charge, and this is also positive charge. Okay, when an electric field is applied, the positive charge is moving from one place to somewhere. Okay, so there is a motion of charge. Okay, that motion of charge is called it as a velocity. Velocity of the charged particle. If an electric field is applied, this will be happens. Okay, now what is the force of electric field
It's accelerating away a little bit more quickly. Now let's put it right here. So it really accelerated quickly. That means that there must be a charge somewhere around here, and it's a positive charge because it's pushing that positive test charge away. And so we could represent that field with these field lines. It's a vector electric field. And if you put any object inside an electric field, it's going to experience an electric force. And that's going to cause an acceleration in the opposite direction if it's a positive charge, and towards that charge if it's a negative charge. And so you should be able to understand how an electric field is set up. If we've got a positive charge in the center, the field lines are going to move away from that. And by convention, if it's a negative charge on the inside, the field lines are all going to point towards it. But we could have two plates that both have a charge, and in that case, the field lines are going to go from one plate.
Let us assume this is the electric field. This is the electric field direction. Okay?
To another. Now it's not exactly like this. This would have to be infinitely long plates. It'll actually curve on the side, but let's just assume that they're perpendicular to those plates. And so if we put any object inside that electric field, it's going to experience a force.
Let us assume in the place of object we have to assume a charge. Okay?
That's a vector force in newtons, and we call it the electric force. Now, what makes that up? Well, two things. It's going to be Q multiplied times E. And so what's Q? That's going to be the charge of that object that we're putting inside the electric field. And then what is E? It's the electric field strength.
See, if an object or a charge is placed in the electric field, okay, the force experienced by the electric field on the object or charge is equal to the product of charge and electric field strength. Okay, the product of charge. What is the charge? We have to assume the charge is Q and the field strength is small capital E. Therefore, the product of Q into E is represented as electric force. Or clearly, if a body or a charge is placed in electric field, due to that electric field, the charged particle moves from one place to another place due to the electric force. The force can be calculated as the product of charge and electric field. What is the charge? Q. And what is the electric field? E, capital E. Therefore, Q into E represents the force experienced in a electric field by the particle or by the charge. Okay, are you understood? Yeah. Now I will show another one.
That. So if we have just two dimensions, it's easy to do that on a piece of paper. So if you see magnetic force acting on that charged particle, the answer is no.
Let us assume this is the magnetic field. Consider a charged particle is there. Are clear? This is the magnetic field and this is the charged particle.
No, if it's not moving, there's no magnetic force. But as it moves, it has a velocity vector. And if you're ever moving as a charged particle through a magnetic field, then you're going to have a force applied to you, and we call that the magnetic force, or F sub m.
See, due to this magnetic field, the charged particles is moving from one place to another place due to the magnetic force. Okay. Now, what is the magnetic force?
Now, things that you need to remember is that it's a perpendicular line between the magnetic force and the velocity, and it's also perpendicular between the magnetic force and the magnetic field. But the velocity vector and the magnetic field vector don't have to be perpendicular to each other. How do we calculate the magnetic force? Well, there are only three things that really deal with that. First one is going to be Q. That's going to be the charge of that particle. In this case, it would just be the elementary charge. We then have the velocity vector, or the speed of the particle, and then we're going to cross product that with the magnetic field. And what's a cross product? Well, these two vectors, when we multiply those together, we're going to get a third vector that's going to move in a different dimension. And I got an animation that's going to show you that.
See, therefore the magnetic force can be calculated as Q into the vector product of velocity of the charged particle and the magnetic field. Are clear and understood? This is the magnetic force. Previously, we discussed about electric force. Okay. Now, why you are saying about these two? Why you are saying about these two means, when you are place a charged particle in electric field, it is experience a electric force. Suppose if you are placing a charged particle in magnetic field, it experiences a magnetic force. Okay. Suppose if you are placing a charged particle both electric field and magnetic field, it experiences two forces. What is that? Electric field as well as magnetic field. Okay. Now, the combination of electric field and magnetic field is called it as a Lorentz force. Are you clear? Understood? Electric force plus the magnetic force is called as Lorentz force. Lorentz force. What is Lorentz force? Lorentz force is a summation of electric force and as well as magnetic force. Okay. If electric field is not there, what is the Lorentz force? Lorentz force is nothing but only magnetic force, because of there is no electric field. So there is no electric force. Are clear? Understood? If there is no magnetic field, there is no magnetic force. So the Lorentz force is nothing but electric force only. Okay. In the absence of one field, that should be equal, that is magnetic field is equal to Lorentz force. If the both fields are there, you have to summation. You have to sum these two forces. Are clear? Understood? Yeah. Now come to our topic. See.
Hi students, enjoy learning. Polarization. A non-polar molecule is one in which the center
Electronic polarization. Electron polarization is nothing but what? Positive charge is coincide with negative charge. Okay. This is an non-polar atom. Okay. Non-polar atom. Positive charge is coincide with negative charge.
center of gravity of the positive charges, protons, coincide with the center of gravity of the negative charges, that is the electrons. Example, O2, N2, H2. The nonpolar molecules do not have a permanent dipole moment. If a nonpolar dielectric is placed in an electric field,
now see, electric field,
the center of charges get displaced.
Yeah. Now we can see this. If you are placing this non-polar molecule in electric field, the electron cloud or positive ion core is displaced from its original position. Okay, due to that, a positive charge and negative charge, ion charge, positive charge and negative charges are separated. Okay, are you clear and sure? This happens only in an atoms That should be non-polar atoms. Okay. Now see. Let us assume this is the positive charge. Are clear? And this is the electron cloud. Positive charge. And this is the electron cloud. Are clear? Okay. When you are placing this atom in electric field, this is the electric field direction. Okay. Due to that, the positive ion core is displaced from its original position to this place. Are clear? Are understood? So there is a displacement of positive ion core from its original position when an external electric field is applied. Okay, when the external electric field is applied, positive ion core is moves from its original position to somewhere. Are clearly understood? This is called as a polarization. This is called as a polarization. This polarization is nothing but electronic polarization. Electronic. Are clearly understood? Okay. Are clearly understood? Yeah. This is called as electronic polarization. Now you can say, what is the Lorentz force is here? What is the Lorentz force? Lorentz force is nothing but the summation of electric force and magnetic force. Is there any magnetic force? Is there any magnetic force? No. There only electric force, because there is no magnetic field. So there is no magnetic force. There is a electric force because you are applying only electric field. Are clear and understood? Therefore, the Lorentz force is nothing but electric force. Are clear and understood? Lorentz force FL is nothing but Fe. Do you understand? Yeah. Therefore, the Lorentz force FL is equal to what? The Coulombic attractive force, because positive charge is there and there is an electron cloud. So there is a Coulombic attractive force Fc is also there. Therefore, Fc is equal to Fl, Lorentz force. That atom is in equilibrium condition. Are you understood? This is the attractive force. This is the repulsive force. Are you understood? If the both are equal, that atom is in equilibrium. Okay? If the Fc is more, positive ion core is combined with the negative ion. Okay? If Fl is more, that is Lorentz force is more, there is a large separation between positive ion core and electron cloud. Are clear and true? Are clearly understood? So there is in equilibrium condition, Fc is nothing but Fl. Okay? Fc means Coulombic attractive force is equal to Lorentz force. Are you understood? Do you have any doubts? Do you have any doubts? Students? There is no response from your side. If you have doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will move to further. Students, did you listen my voice? Oh, okay. Once leaving this meeting, your name is comes as usually. Okay, don't bother about. I will this rename. You are talking about rename because of by taking your attendance only. Okay. Now you can also change your name. That is rename your name. See. Okay. Now we are talking about electronic polarization. What is electronic polarization? That electronic polarization is occurs only in non-polar molecule. What is non-polar molecule? There is positive ion core and a negative ion core. Sorry. Positive ion core and negative ion core are coincide. Okay. Now this is the condition. Positive ion core is this is the negative ion core. What is the radius of the electron cloud? That is the radius capital R. This is no field is applied. Okay, if there is no electric field. So when the presence of electric field, the electron cloud, I will take another color. Yeah, this is the electron cloud. This electron cloud is moving from this original position to this one. Are you clear? When it happens, when the electric field is applied. Okay, this happens only when the electric field is applied. Positive ion core is moved from its original position. Okay, now the electric field is applied. You are talking about electric field. So how many forces are there? Only electric force. Is there any magnetic force? No. Magnetic force is nothing but when the magnetic field is applied. If there is no magnetic force, if there is no magnetic field, we cannot talk about magnetic force. Are clear understood? There is only electric field. So you are talking about electric force. Okay, that electric force is nothing but Lorentz force. Are clear understood? What is the Lorentz force? Lorentz force is a combination of electric force and magnetic force. So here in this condition, magnetic force is 0. If the magnetic force is 0, I will rewrite this equation as see Lorentz force Fc is equal to Fe plus Fb. Fb means magnetic force. Fe means electric force. Fl means Lorentz force. Okay. Now Fb is 0 because there is no magnetic force. Are you clear understood? So Fl is nothing but Fe. Fl is nothing but Fe. What is Fe? Here Fe is electric force. Okay, how can you calculate electric force? Electric force Fe is equal to Q into what is the charge? Q into the electric field strength E. Just this equation you saw in the video. Okay, This is electric field. Sorry, electric force. This electric force is nothing but what is FL, Lorentz force. Are clear? Now this Lorentz force is equal to Coulomb attractive force. What is Coulomb attractive force? FC. FC. FC is Coulomb attractive force. FL is Lorentz force. If the both the forces are same, that is equal, that atom is in equilibrium condition. Are clearly understood? Yes. Okay. What is the Lorentz force? Lorentz force is equal to QE. You know that. Okay. Now we have to calculate Coulomb force. In order to calculate Coulomb force, you should have two charges and magnitude. Okay. What are the two charges is here? One is electron cloud, another one is nucleus. Okay. In the electron cloud, electron is also there. That is negative charge. In a nucleus, protons is there. Okay. Protons. If number of protons is equal to number of electrons, because that atom should be neutral. Okay. If 10 neutrons are there, 10 protons are there, 10 electrons is also there. If it was having 20 neutrons, 20 protons, it having 20 electrons. That is charge is neutral. Are clear and should? Okay. In the next class, we will calculate electron polarization equation. Okay. Are you understood? Do you have any doubts? Do you have any doubts? Only 1 or 2 members are responded when I was asking any questions. Okay. Students should listen carefully. This online classes is only for lockdown purpose. We cannot think like that. This online classes is meant for to prepare the students for examinations. Okay.